Oh, he's gonna drop.
Thing freeze again?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
There he is.
There, my man.
Hi, I'm Omega Rex W.
Hi, I'm Neil.
Hey, my name is Chris.
Hey, I'm Mark. Hi, I'm Melvin.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Wang. Team Oyoko.
I've seen like kind of like a before and after of how you were physically, because I remember you were more on the heavier set, but then as of late, I mean, you look great. Like we said, you looks like you look like you're like in your 20s. It's amazing.
You look our
Thanks,
age.
bro.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, I was like, man, I was at my worst last year. You know, so many things happened, you know, family issues as far as like health with, my sister, my dad, and of course, our uncle, Tito Randy, that whole thing. It got to just the point where I was like, man, I got to do something about my health or, man, I'm going to be like the next one I felt. And I bumped up there. I was like up to like 250, 252.
Really?
No way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I remember going to like Tito Randy's wake, and I was like, whoa, the heck am I going to wear? I was thinking wearing like my black, suit, and I'm like, damn, I can't even fit in that thing.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, something's got to change.
I didn't realize you got up that high.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
me neither.
But like that was like in the middle of December. I was like, man, all right, let me do this, and I hooked up with this guy that I was following for a while. He's another martial arts school owner, and I was like, man, I go, bro, you tell me what you're doing, because I go, you look fantastic, and he's kind of and he talked me through this program. It's a program that involves like coaching, so. And it's not so much a diet, it's like more of a lifestyle, how to eat properly, how many times you eat, and, hydrating yourself, getting enough sleep and all that stuff. So we're talking about probably June 17th will be 6 months. So, within 6 months, I lost like about 60 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. And now the cool thing about it is this program doesn't require you to work out.
But I mean, you have an unfair advantage because your job is kind of a workout in itself.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like before doing this, I just kind of let myself go. Just so many things, happening. But teaching class and working out are two different things. Like I can teach a class and be like, okay, do this, and then I have to watch. I can't actually work out, because if I'm working out, I can't talk. I'm not going to be talking. So it's usually me showing a technique, demonstrating it, and then watching them and then fixing them. Right.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, and the thing was, my classes were at night, so by the time I finished, I wouldn't eat pretty much the whole from like 3 o'clock until about 9. So I'd miss dinner, right? And then by the time I got out, I'm like starving. So now it's, where am I going? I had like Jesse with me, and like, where do you want to eat? And it's always going to be like, for her, it's like McDonald's, Wendy's, something like that. And man, for years, it was like that. And that's what happened over and over again. That's eating out. I mean, your Ate Eva also doesn't, like, she's busy, so it's not like she cooks a lot, right? So a lot of the things that we do is just order out, eat out. But this program that we're on, I mean, it's simple, it's easy to do. It's all about eating properly and eating like certain times of the day. And the cool thing about it is you have someone who, if you have any questions or if you need a little motivation, it's a phone call or a text away. And that's the great thing about this program, is because there's someone there that actually you have someone to talk to, you have someone to ask questions, you have someone to motivate you, you have like a backup. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
So it's hard when you're trying to do something like that on your own. You don't know what's right. You don't know if why you're plateauing, or so that's, I think, the most important part of it is having that support system.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw you before and after, and then now when you jumped on earlier today, I mean, in the beginning of this podcast, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, totally blown away. Wow.
Like, the picture is one thing, but seeing you like moving is a totally different, reaction to it.
Well, you got to see your Aunt Eva. She's lost about 30 pounds.
Oh wow!
Amazing.
Monica too. She's lost about 30,
I see her journey too.
pounds.
How many pounds has she lost?
32, 30.
Oh, good for all of you guys, man. Jeez.
Yeah. And like everybody that's been on this program with us, I mean, they're killing. I mean, it's literally like you can't not lose on this program. It's ridiculous.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, so the program, I mean, is it catered to different end goals? Like, is it mostly just dieting and losing?
No, I mean, most people who do this program are definitely people who want to lose weight. But I mean, there's a program, that for people who want to gain weight and gain muscle. They have a program for that as well. But this is mostly, people who are, number one, busy. Number two, they don't know what to do. They tried everything else under the sun, from dieting to workouts and all that stuff. The thing with other programs is that once you stop whatever you're doing, if you haven't already built a lifestyle or habits to keep you, at that goal weight, you're going to screw yourself and you're going to basically gain that weight plus more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, right?
Yeah.
You go on a special diet, you lose the weight, or you go on a workout, you lose the weight, and then you go back to doing all the crap that you were doing before. And that's where you end up, gaining back more, right? So this program is all about teaching you, hey, you got to eat like six meals a day. And those 6 meals, are going to be small, and they're going to be like a certain amount of calories. And you're going to basically fuel yourself all the way through the day, right? And this way you're not getting insulin spikes. You're not hungry. So now you're looking for whatever. And then, the first thing that comes up is usually something sugary. So yeah, it's not necessarily a keto diet, but it does cut your carbs, and it does put you at a calorie deficit. So this way, your body eventually transitions from glucose to, fat burn, right? So now you're using your fat as energy, and probably it takes a good 3 to 4 days to transition to basically burn your glycogen and then go to fat storage. And then when you go to fat storage, it's a completely different ballgame. You start losing the weight, you feel more energy because, fat is a cleaner fuel. You're more cognitive. Any brain fog that you have is basically gone. Your addiction to sugar basically goes. So now you're not craving all that stuff, right? So
you've noticed a significant change just in your life and your day to day?
Oh man, my energy is like skyrocketing. Like that's why I got to get back to work, because I'm doing all this crap around the house. Man, we painted the fence, we redid the whole front, we did the back garden. Where we put in a freaking cement slab for a new what do you call it? A shed.
Yeah.
So I'm just busier. That's why I said I got to get back to work, because I'm too busy over here.